Just after 6 on Wednesday evening, shots rang out once again in Berkeley Street area in downtown Belize City. Mark Ramdash Jr. was killed while his common-law wife was shot and his son has been left traumatized.
Police visited the area of Southside East where a shooting occurred. The victim was identified as Mark Ramdash. He was taken to the Calhoun Memorial Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. He was shot to the feet and to the chest area.
Prior to his murder, Ramdash Jr., his mother, 2 siblings and 4 children were socializing on the veranda to their home on an alley off Albert Street and adjacent to Southside Meat Shop. Moments later, Mark left with his 4-year-old son on a motorcycle to pick up his common-law wife, Ethelene Mejia, from work. On their return, midway through the alley, his son in the front and the common-law wife on the back of the motorcycle, a gunman came from the opposite end of the alley and opened shots at them. In an effort to protect his family, Ramdash Jr. pushed his son down and stood upright on the motorbike. He was shot to the chest, but still managed to run through the alley and onto Albert Street, where he collapsed near a Chinese store.
At this time, we have 1 person in custody. We are reviewing footage from the area. We are recording statements. Hopefully, we can ascertain what actually transpired there. I know he was riding a motorcycle through an alley when he was shot.
Mejia hovered over the child and was hit twice to the hip and the foot.
Condition of the girl?
Okay, she's in a stable condition. She's at the Calhoun Memorial Hospital receiving treatment.
Is the person that has been detained working along with the police?
He will be interviewed and see what information he can provide.
But who would want the 25-year-old dead? While police could not confirm a motive for the crime, it is known that the alley exits on Berkeley Street, where just last week, Ladyville resident Jaime Chavarria was gunned down by at least 1 gunman. It is also known that in the wake of that murder, Ramdash Jr. was detained for questioning.
Have you established a motive?
We do not have a clear motive at this time. We know Mark Ramdash had been charged before and investigated for some shootings and for firearms.
So you're more leaning to maybe gang rivalry?
Like I said, I don't have an exact motive, but he, in fact, yes, had been investigated for such crimes in the past.
Another Ladyville resident, 27-year-old Ayud Halls, is a person of interest in the case. A surveillance camera captured the incident and has been handed over to police. Dwayne Moody.